All right, welcome to Unlock the Magic Within, and I am Kathy Marie Howell, and I'm here with my illustrious co-host, Imber Tyler. Hello, Imber.
Hello.
Morning. And we are discussing Purified on the first quarter. So first quarter moon, so it's all about the action, and we are talking about this really balancing our lives and the focus. And so I have a question for you. The focus is revealing wisdom. And so the question is, who are your guardians in life?
Oh,
That's where your wisdom comes from, right?
oh my gosh. Okay, you ready to go down a rabbit hole?
I love it. Yes, I knew this one would be a good one.
yeah, so I have had I feel very fortunate that I've had these guardians in my life since I was being aware of them since I was probably 10. Around 10, 9, 8, 9, 10, 11. I don't know, somewhere in that time frame. They revealed themselves to me, and they have stayed with me during difficult times throughout childhood. And they have dropped off. There's only one now. There used to be four. So I'm glad that the one has stayed all this time. So it's, to me, it means I still need a little bit of guardian, but I call them my spirit travelers.
Yeah.
So there's the four. Oh, are we really going down the rabbit hole? There,
Yes,
there was
you.
there was a situation as a kid that opened kind of a portal in my brain that revealed them, and they talked to me and they walked me through the situation that was going on, right? Like I am I
Go ahead and say it. You've said it before. Everybody's know.
I did LSD as a little child. I found it and took it, and um, it was during that time that they revealed themselves. And there was nothing scary about it. There was nothing frightening. One of them was a little darker that, I spent more time communicating the whys behind they were there. But it was interesting. They revealed themselves and what a little girl's mind could actually handle, right? They looked like entities, like they've never shown themselves again. Um, but it was revealed in banana wood, so wood that has a lot of intricate designs in it by nature. And they were four entities right across the ceiling, all four of them. And they talked together. They talked at me. They were like a council before me that worked through any sort of fears that I had. And it has really, throughout my life, helped me become a braver individual and more confident with myself, knowing that they were there. They said they will always be there with me when needed. And they always have been. And it's not that I see them any to this day, because I really don't see the same visual showing an identity that I did as a child, but I see them or feel them or hear them. I hear them more than anything. And not all the time. I can't always just call them up, but I always know that they're there. And any sort of dangerous situation in my life, I knew they were there, usually on the other side of it, other side of the situation. But I have come close to some really crazy shit in my life and some really dangerous situations, and have come close to death a couple of times, and have been in situations where other people have died next to me. And I know they were the ones there protecting me. They were the ones there guarding me. And they always have been there, whether I realize they're there or not. Now, besides that, um, I have to say that my guardians are also my family members.
Yeah.
Um, they have been always very supportive and very protective, and have have a really good understanding of when to let me roam and explore and be who I need to be, knowing that's what I have to do to become who I am. But quick to slow that down, stop it, right? Quick to let me know you're going too far.
Right.
You need to
In a
bring it back
loving way,
in a
right?
loving. Yeah, yeah. And when that happens, it's such an aha moment because there is so much freedom, they have given me so much freedom that I do take it seriously. I do listen to their advice. So I've been very fortunate of having that. And I know that's not something everyone has the experience of, and that's been really, really helpful. Now, with that said, my parents were with me during that introduction to my spirit travelers. So so a lot of that is connected, as you know, right? Like the spirit travelers and my parents and I, we all chose each other for a reason, right?
Yeah.
So it has been a nice tight unit to work through life, and I do feel very confident. And I have to say that when I was in my 20s, especially later 20s, I would test it. I would test it
Oh,
with crazy stuff. I was a gymnast my entire life, so doing things on top of, whether it be like side of a building or the side of a railing, dangerous situations of like, let's just see. And
put yourself
like
there.
crazy stuff that I would do to test. And it came out okay. It came out okay.
Right. She's
I
here
don't
today.
know. Exactly. I don't know if that was the smartest thing to do, but
Like we're revealing wisdom, right? It's like,
right, right. It's so easy on the back end to say, stay away from drugs and alcohol, kids, because it makes you do stupid shit.
right.
Um, but yeah, so I feel still protected to this day, and I love looking at taking whether it's a nature, a glimpse into nature, or a banana wood, or like some intricate thing, and seeing people, or not necessarily people, seeing images in it, that I pay attention to that to this day, and pay attention to what it really is saying. We all do that, like with the clouds and stuff, seeing different images and stuff in the clouds, and the same concept. Um,
I love
yeah,
it. That
yeah. But those are my guardians. Those are my guardians. And I know I've talked about I talk about animal energy a lot, and I've talked about the
oh, there's
situation.
our timer. Okay. Say
Okay.
yeah, here.
All
What
right.
situation do you talk
Well,
about?
over
Thank you.
3 minutes.
Right.
Healed a lot. I've never named my spirit travelers ever. They don't
Or
have.
they've revealed their names. It's not that you get to name them, maybe, right? Or
Right, right, exactly. Well, like even, like we name our animals, so yeah, they were something very close to me, but yeah, they've never revealed theirs, and I haven't named them either. Yeah, they have their feels. But anyway, I guess that was a key takeaway I just had.
right. Yeah,
But
I love
did you have a key takeaway on that?
I just love hearing your story about that because I've heard it, I get different pieces every time that we have that discussion. But it's really interesting. The other day I was in my bathroom and I've been in my home for what, 20, I guess 25 or 26 years. And I saw a face in my bathroom sink for the first time. And I'm like, how have I not seen this before? But I think the key takeaway is and once again, like, not saying to do drugs or alcohol or, anything that would be mind altering, but sometimes we don't have to, and we don't have to do that to be mind altering as long as we're aware and give ourselves some time to settle, like, right? Because you got still in that moment when those your spirit travelers revealed themselves to you. Your
Right.
mind may not have been still, but I guarantee you were probably very frozen of the holy shit, what am I doing, kind of thing. So I
Right.
think that's a big takeaway is that we all have these things available to us as long as we're willing to be curious and be still and be open. So I love it. Thanks for sharing your experience. That's very cool.
And yes, we don't condone drugs and alcohol, abuse of drugs and alcohol. Let's put it that way. Because I am a huge proponent of ayahuasca and mushroom therapies. It really does help stimulate and connect to the oneness of the universe with ourselves and reveal a lot about ourselves, with a guide, with care, not
Yeah,
abuse.
right.
Um,
There's a big difference.
there's a big difference, yeah. But I'm a huge proponent of it. It changed my life at age little.
Yeah.
At age
And the thing is, we're not judgmental either. We're here just to share our stories,
yeah.
but but
Yeah.
also but also to say, we're not encouraging or discouraging anything we do except for the fact of, be a good person. Don't be an asshole.
Don't be an asshole. It's all right, everybody, all human beings listening, I would love to hear your stories. Yes, have you experienced anything similar, whether it be through experimental drugs, whether it be just natural? Who are your guides? So share your key takeaways, send us an email, direct message, your questions, your feedback, your experiences mean the world to us, and we'd love to support you through that. So until next week,
Until next
happy.
week, happy manifesting.